12 minutes before 9 o'clock, it is on Morning Live, and a warm welcome back. Now, the comedy industry in South Africa has grown immensely over the past few years. Many of the local comedians took part in international festivals and receiving recognition around the world. Now, comedy in South Africa has an array of diverse comedians who are now in demand, filling out venues and putting our country on the international map now. And joining us now are two comedians who have played a pivotal role in tickling our funny bones while also contributing to the success of comedy in South Africa. We've got renowned comedian Mark Banks as well as Alfred Adriaan. A very good morning to you, gentlemen.
Hello.
Welcome to Morning Live.
Morning. Hey, how are you?
It does
a lot of comedians on here.
Yeah, it's a comedy show this morning, right?
Yeah.
Now, Alfred, I'm going to start with you.
Yes,
so you
sir.
can take us through some of the highlights of 2016 in the comedy circuit.
You put me on the spot. Highlights, I guess it's different for different people. For me, I got to play bigger stadiums. I got to do Makufe and Blacks Only and all those things. But I always say, like, the highlight is still, and this is going to sound like a cliche, but the highlight is still, I get to get up in the morning and go do what I love, and people come and they support us. South Africans are really supportive. So that's the highlight, when people come out and they watch and you get to do shows.
Indeed.
And, work through your life, working at your dream kind of thing.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Now, you fall under the younger generation of comedians. Just how easy is it to break into the industry?
I wouldn't say it's easy. I think that it's driven by your own passions. I mean, if you love what you do, you'll probably have an easier ride of it because you don't realize how difficult it actually is. But I won't say it's easy because there's a lot of talented young guys out there. There's there's only so much stage time you can get. And there's a huge bottleneck, especially after Trevor has been so successful. Everyone wants to be a comedian. So there's a huge bottleneck, and you sift through all the guys that aren't so good, and then some people fall off the radar. I don't think it's easy. I just think that if it's what you are supposed to do, you sort of rise to the top.
Sure thing. Yeah. Now, Mark, what do you think are some of the areas that that comedians need to focus on to improve the industry?
At the moment, I think we're on live now.
We are live. We certainly are live.
I didn't know Morning Live went out this time. I thought it was notes from the house. Are we live now? Going out?
Yeah.
How can it be Morning Live and not live?
I don't know. I didn't know it went this late. I see the frames are here ready for the new board pictures. They've got the picture frames ready. It looks like there should be faces in there, shouldn't there? And obviously, they've got it all ready for 2017.
Are you saying we're using incomplete studios?
Well, not yet. You don't know who the board is yet, but they've got the frames ready to put the pictures in. Right, watch this space.
This is the last time Mark is coming to Morning Live. It's wonderful. I've got a show coming out next Saturday.
Yes. Have you got a show next Saturday?
They've given me 3. They've given me.
I think stand-up comedy needs to go somewhere, because there are thousands and thousands of comedians now, hundreds, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
And the comedy is younger. It's more across the board. It's from all over the country. It's not just from Johannesburg. We've got people from. Look, he's from Hankey. Can you believe that?
Hankey, yeah.
He is
Hello.
from
Hi,
Hankey,
all my people from
and was
Hankey.
inspired by the earlier comedian from Cape Town. He went and saw him and thought, I can do better than this. So because of Mark Lottering's mediocrity, we ended up with him. So he said, I can do that. And that's fantastic when younger people in the audience see someone and think, I can do better than that. Didn't you do that, Simpiwe, when you were watching other newsreaders and thought, I can do that?
I can do better than that.
I can do that.
Came in here, put on a suit. It was wonderful.
Actually, you know what, guys? We wanted Trevor Noah on this show, but then we opted for you guys.
I think you opted. No, that's lovely of you to say.
Thank you.
We must be busy.
Thank you, Simpiwe. You're rising to the top of your form, aren't you? It's only because Leanne Manus is away on holiday. Is she still on holiday?
She's still.
So you can be grateful to your appearance on Morning Live due to a Greek woman having an extended holiday into the new year. Because when she's back, you're gone. That's it, isn't it?
You got me. You got me.
Back to doing the makeup.
No, but
now, Mark, you've been in the industry for many years.
Long time. I cannot believe how long.
What kept you staying on?
The drive to stay in the industry, the drive to keep going, and by doing that, you have to travel a lot, which is the worst part of the business. Is traveling, because I don't just do Johannesburg and Tshwane and this province. I tour all around the country. So you go from place to place. Humour changes from place to place. So you've got to keep changing your act, getting the local news that's happening down wherever you go. So if you play in Port Elizabeth, you can't do something that you've used in Windhoek the week before, and then you've got a golf day in Saldanha Bay, and then from there you have to go to Nelspruit and do a thing in a boma to international tourists and rhino poachers.
Yeah,
and then
so
the next day, because they need their laughs too.
Yeah?
And then staying current, staying ahead of the game. I don't know how I've done it. You just keep going.
Yeah, it gets so hectic, ne?
It does. It really, really does.
What do you have in store for 2017, Adriaan?
Well, we've got a lot of things on the horizon. Some of them are a little bit premature to speak on, but the reality is that we're going to keep on pushing, and we're trying to do bigger shows, and we're trying to bring a better quality of comedy. Well, I can only speak for myself.
Yeah.
Better quality than the older generations, you know.
Yes.
Mark, yeah.
Yes.
And yeah, no, that's it. So just look out, you know, follow us on our social media, and you know, just look out for bigger and better shows coming. Yeah.
Mark, why do you seem to be taking a jab at him?
I'm not taking a jab at him at all. I'm actually trying to get him to stop talking so I can get a plug for my show opening at Theatre on the Bay in Cape Town at the end of January. A show called Bankrupt, which I've been touring around the country for the past 12 months, for 18 months actually, on and off. It obviously gets updated and new sketches and characters. It's not just stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
It's review type comedy where I play different people, different situations, different languages, different dancers dancing, singing, fire eating, a look at traditional show days in houses around the country, and of course the new up and coming topic for 2017, World War III.
World War III.
Yep, you heard it here.
Yeah.
Tech is a problem, eh?
Yeah,
But I think it will all happen on the net. It'll be like the stealth bombers used to be, where they couldn't see the planes flying. I think it'll all be done on the net. We won't even know about it. You'll just get sort of tweets now and then. You get bing! Oh, look, Tasmania's gone, and now we've aligned with Russia, and they've opened a nuclear power station in Tina Jamet Peterson's house, and that's imploded. And we've gone, and now Madagascar is now the place where the Pentagon has moved
Can
to.
you
And
see
it
how-
will all happen.
you see how this
will
is-
all happen on the net. We won't even know it's happening. We won't even know.
So life
Which
will
is
just go on.
fantastic. Life will just go on.
Life will
This is
just
the
go
thing.
on.
You just get
People
forward
might
miles.
think that this is Mark on TV. This is Mark all day, every day.
Yeah.
Sometimes he rocks up. He's just got a broken phone and an old and dog food
Thank you.
for no reason.
Thank you very
So
much.
he's
It's always like this.
So he's not just enjoying free
Off air
publicity.
and on, he's always like this.
So you're not just enjoying free publicity.
Free
are you?
publicity for my show opening at the end of January in Cape Town at Theatre
And
on
where
the
do we
Bay.
Oh, there we go.
Which theatre?
Theatre on the Bay.
And what's the show's name again? It's Bankrupt.
Bankrupt.
Yes.
Tickets
Wasn't
are
it-
now
and
available
wasn't it sold out,
at
yeah?
CompuTicket and all reputable ticket sellers within
All right,
the Camps
gentlemen,
Bay
just
areas.
what
We'll
are some of
phone
the best
number on the
ways that
screen.
one can experience comedy in the country? Just briefly to both of you.
Well, there are really there are clubs popping up everywhere. We still have Parkers in Johannesburg. We've got the Goliath Club, and then there's various venues, and obviously
Hilton,
theatre.
Hilton.
But oh yes,
Hilton.
of course, and my own show at the Hilton in Santon.
He
every
forgot his
Thursday.
own show.
Thank you.
Can you believe that?
My
He
plug.
forgot
My plug.
His
my
own show. He
every
forgot to
theatre.
plug himself.
Yes, that's how humble I've become.
Now, Mark, I must say you're going overboard to get free publicity on this
Yeah.
platform. But gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Ne?
Thank you so much.
When
Thanks
does
for
this go
having us.
out? Is this going out now?
It's morning live.
Yes, morning live. Yeah, we are
Sorry,
wrapping the show
it's
actually.
Tuesday, sorry.
Yeah, we are wrapping the show.
Okay.
I call the
Thank you.
shows now, hey?
Thank
Yeah.
you, Simpson.
Until the end comes on the 15th.
All right, back on
On
Wednesday.
that calming note, we wrap the show. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be with you again brighter and early. But before we knock off, let's now take a final look